been 10 years since same-sex marriage became legal nationwide, and tonight Fox 61's Stephen Reels asked LGBTQ plus local couples what challenges still remain.
Same-sex marriage first became legal here in Connecticut back in 2008. And while the union between those couples were recognized by this state, it wasn't always the case if couples were to travel to other states. But that all changed in 2015 after a narrow vote from the Supreme Court gave LGBTQ plus couples a sign that their love would carry on.
There's something about being able to say, this is my husband.
In 2022, Reverend Darrell Goodwin said "I do" to his husband, Kentavis. A love recognized out in the open, but a blessing that wasn't always present in parts of the country prior to the Obergefell decision in 2015. Goodwin says while he was able to bless same-sex couples as a pastor in Seattle, he had to give the couples packets so they could fight to get similar rights to their heterosexual counterparts.
I had funerals as a local church pastor where families came in and decided that they had the legal right to plan everything in the funeral and that their partner would have nothing to say about it. I was having to train couples on how to find a lawyer, which many of them struggle to be able to afford, to fill out pieces of paper after paper after paper to try to provide the legal protections that are now instantly available. This decision 10 years ago shifted that. I remember my first marriage ceremony after that and realizing that couple doesn't have to have that packet anymore.
You know, when I was sitting in a college classroom, I mean, I always knew I was gay, but I didn't come out at all. I mean, I didn't date a guy until I was 40 years old. But the idea of when I was a college student, knowing myself as I did, that thinking that there could come a time where I could be married and have a house and a dog and a kid and a boring life, you know, that was unthinkable.
Former Connecticut State Representative Mike Lawler was one of the lawmakers who helped codify same-sex marriage in Connecticut. He's been married to his husband David for 12 years. He tells Fox 61, while there is some concern the current setup of Supreme Court justices could attempt to overturn the Obergefell decision, knowing their marriage is protected federally by the Respect for Marriage Act signed by President Joe Biden back in 2022 gives him confidence unions like theirs will be safe for years to come.
I think people are coming to grips with that, and the more they just treat couples like myself and my husband as just normal and regular, which is my experience here in Connecticut, I think that's very reassuring.
And our Pride coverage continues over on Fox61.com and Fox 61 Plus, where we take a look back at the progress made by the LGBTQ plus community, including the life of West Hartford teacher Dr. Tracy Wilson, the first to get married to their partner, early childhood commissioner Beth Bye, once same-sex marriage became legal here in Connecticut in 2008. R.K. Pattyfoot spoke with the people who knew Wilson best and shares her story in Pride is Everywhere, Follow the Rainbow Trail. In Hartford, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.